Hey friends, Sean from SGTReport.com and SGTReport.tv here with just a really quick news update. You know, sometimes I get so lined up with interviews that I don't have a lot of time to do these in-the-moment updates, but with things coming at us so fast in terms of uncovering the election fraud, I wanted to share a couple of smoking guns with you very quickly. Number one, I'll remind you that my friend Dr. Dave Janda tweeted 10 days ago about Secretary Pompeo talking about military tribunals, and he retweeted that here tonight. Here's what I want to show you, the smoking gun. Why would we need military tribunals? Well, for treason. And can we prove treason? Well, it's looking increasingly likely that that is what is going to happen, friends. You've heard about the Frankfurt, Germany servers, evidently related to the CIA and or Dominion. Well, is there actual 100% proof that those servers existed and votes were moved offshore? The answer, according to Colonel Waldron, is yes, 100%. And what you're going to hear in this exchange is you're going to hear the name Krebs. That's Chris Krebs, the former cybersecurity official who claimed the election was absolutely pristine with no evidence of fraud whatsoever, and whom Trump fired. And then that same Chris Krebs was rolled out on 60 Minutes and peddled softball questions about what a bad guy Trump is and what a LARP it is that there was any election fraud whatsoever. Listen to this regarding the servers in Frankfurt, Germany.
When we're talking about, it was Mr. Krebs? Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. He stated the most secure election in history. He stated we're not connected to the internet. He stated no votes leave this country. This is all things he's stated publicly.
So on the CISA website, correct?
Right. So are you willing to say under oath that you have seen the connection to the internet? You have seen it go offshore to Germany, Frankfurt. Are these things that you have personally seen and can say that is not true?
Our white hat hackers, yes, they have that traffic in the packets.
So why would he make that kind of comment, do you think?
Either not knowing, believing the myth, or not wanting the truth to be known.
Thank you.
Senator Morelli.
Friends, just imagine for a second if you were involved in some sort of felony, a felony that you thought was secret and that nobody would ever uncover. But then suddenly hearings were being had and your name was being mentioned specifically about the commitment of an armed robbery or some felony which you knew you were guilty of. Do you think for a minute these people aren't starting to panic? Treason has been committed and treason will be uncovered. One more clip before we go. This exchange today on Steve Bannon's The War Room.
I'd like the guys in Denver to throw up a graphic for me so that the American people can take a look at what our data specialists in Europe have been doing on our behalf. This is a heat map that describes all the votes that were cast by absentee ballot or mail-in ballots in the state of Pennsylvania. Now, it does not mean that all those outlying dots are necessarily fraudulent. They could be absentee ballots. But people, I can assure you, it does not look good when we bury into the evidence. I just wanted to give everybody a little flavor of what is to come. These guys are magnificent patriots who have built a neural network of the entire United States with every GPS coordinate, every address matched to every single name, mail-in ballot that there is. So whatever we think about proof of fraud, it is coming like a tidal wave, people. And these guys are not the only people working on this. This is the thing about data and the tracks that it leaves behind. It leaves behind a story, and the story is not one that anybody who is responsible could justify. I was looking the other day, there's 650,000 licensed accountants out there. Not a single one of them would put their name to an audit that looked anything like what we're finding.
Hold. I know we're gonna have detail tomorrow, and you're gonna have the widget heads on here to walk us through this. But are you, for the audience, what you're saying is that the heat map analysis shows that these are where the votes in Pennsylvania?
Imagine that there's a light bulb in front of every address that voted in Pennsylvania. That's the equivalent of what you're looking at right now, and it can be zeroed in all the way down to the street level. So some of you people out there who are doing ballot harvesting where we can kind of match those lights to dates, we can actually visually see you taking down whole neighborhoods, taking down old age homes, things like this. It's going to be very fascinating going forward. And I just want everybody to put their hands together in a little thanks of prayer to some of these European deplorables, our pals who came forward, stepped forward with this stuff, and great things coming forward. And all we need is more data. So any of you state chairs out there who've been reluctant to hand over your data, get it to us. Now is the time.
People have to know, too, this is all critical for the 14th and the working toward it, but this is going to go on. You know, what happened here, we've got to get to the bottom to it. Now, and we're getting to the bottom of it now to secure the victory of President Trump. But there's clearly going to be not just liability, but accountability on all this. This is not going to go away. People are relentless in doing this and putting in the hours because they're outraged at how this thing was stolen.
And the crazy thing that I'm finding, which is a bit embarrassing and at the same time inspiring, is to find out that these guys I'm working with, you know, that they're inspired by what they consider the American spirit. They keep saying, you Americans will never give up. And I have to say, sometimes talking to them, they're giving me a little bit of encouragement because I don't necessarily see everybody standing in the front lines with Steve and Greg and Vish and I. But what I can tell you is that they believe in America and they believe that we need to continue to fight. And they have full confidence that as they crunch this data, it is going to become obvious to everybody that there is systemic problems in our entire process.
No problem. Okay, real quickly, let's get to explain what went on with the trucker today. What did he say at this press conference, and what is his beef?
Yeah, the beef with the USPS whistleblower truck driver today, very, very interesting. He was instructed to go pick up what he found out to be ballots, approximately 288,000 ballots in New York. He drove from Pennsylvania to New York, and then he was instructed to take those ballots back to Pennsylvania. And after he was instructed to unhook his trailer, the next day he went back and his trailer was gone. Friends, as you just heard in that clip, proof of fraud is coming like a tidal wave. And as you look at this heat map, just note the Democrat-controlled centers of corruption: Seattle, Portland, Los Angeles, Minneapolis, Chicago, Detroit, New York City, the whole eastern seaboard. My God, friends, proof of fraud is coming like a tidal wave. May God save the Republic. Thanks for tuning in, and for real news, visit us directly at sgtreport.com, the antidote to corporate propaganda 24/7. God bless.